The Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, Part 2. The wife of the Aziz was attracted to Yusuf, but Yusuf refused her advances and said, "No, I will not break my master's trust. He has been good to me and he has treated me well. I fear Allah." The wife of the Aziz became angry and complained to her husband, but he knew that she was lying. He knew that Yusuf was trustworthy. He told his wife, "You are one of those who are in error." Yusuf was well known in Egypt for his good looks. When anyone saw him, they would say, "This is no mortal. He can only be a noble angel." The wife of the Aziz became very angry indeed when Yusuf kept refusing her, and she said to him, "Then you will go to prison." Yusuf said, "I prefer prison." A few days later, the Aziz decided it was better to send Yusuf to prison. He knew that Yusuf was innocent, but even so, Yusuf went to prison. The warning in the prison. The people in the prison knew that Yusuf was a noble young man with great knowledge and a merciful heart. They loved and respected him. Two other prisoners told Yusuf about their dreams. One of them said, "I dreamed that I was pressing grapes." The other said, "I dreamed that I was carrying bread on my head and the birds were eating from it." They asked Yusuf to tell them the meaning of their dreams. Yusuf knew the meaning of dreams since he was a prophet. In Yusuf's time, people worshipped things other than Allah. They said, "This is the Lord of the earth. This is the Lord of the sea. This is the Lord of crops. This is the Lord of rain." Yusuf would hear all that nonsense and weep for the ignorance of the people. He wanted to call people to the worship of Allah. Allah wanted that to happen also in the prison. Did not the people in prison deserve to be warned? Did not they deserve mercy too? Are not the people in prison slaves of Allah? Are not they too sons of Adam? Even in prison, Yusuf was free and brave in spirit. He was poor but generous and open-hearted. The prophets proclaim the truth everywhere because the truth is a blessing, and the prophets are generous with blessings in every time and place. Yusuf's wisdom. Yusuf said to himself, "Need has driven these two men to me. The person who is in need is more open and humble. The person who is in need hears and obeys. If I teach these men something now, they will listen, and the people of the prison will also listen." So Yusuf did not rush to answer their questions. He said, "I will tell you its interpretation before your food is brought to you." The two men sat down and were calm. Then Yusuf said to them, "I know how to interpret dreams. That is part of what my Lord has taught me." The men were content to wait and listen patiently. Yusuf began his warning. The warning of Tawheed. Yusuf said, "That is part of what my Lord has taught me, but Allah does not give his knowledge to everyone. Allah does not give his knowledge to an idol worshipper. Do you know why my Lord has taught me? Because I have left the path of idol worship and I have followed the religion of my fathers, Ibrahim, Ishaq, and Yaqub. It is not proper for us to associate anything with Allah." Yusuf said, "This Tawheed does not belong only to us, it is for all people. That is part of Allah's bounty to us and to mankind, but most people are not thankful." Here Yusuf stopped and asked them, "You say, the Lord of the earth, and the Lord of the sea, and the Lord of crops, and the Lord of rain. We say, Allah, the Lord of the universe. Which is better, many different gods, or Allah, the one, the all-powerful? Where is the Lord of the earth, the Lord of the sea, the Lord of crops, and the Lord of the rain? Show me what they have created in the earth, or do they have any share in the heavens? Look at the earth and at the heaven. Look at man. This is the creation of Allah. Show me what these others have created. How can there be a Lord of the earth, a Lord of the sea, a Lord of crops, and a Lord of the rain? They are only names you yourselves have named, you and your fathers. Judgment belongs to Allah. The kingdom belongs to Allah. The earth belongs to Allah. The command belongs to Allah. Worship Him alone. That is the right religion, but most people do not know." The meaning of the dreams. When Yusuf finished warning them, he told them the meaning of their dreams. He said, As for one of you, he will pour wine for his Lord. As for the other, he will be crucified, and the birds will eat from his head." Then he said to the first man, "Mention me in the presence of your Lord." The two men left. The first became a wine-bearer to the king. The other man was crucified. The wine-bearer forgot to mention Yusuf in the presence of the king, so Yusuf remained in prison for several years.